Hello Internet, it is Alex and Lewie from Barefaced, and we have three of our trusty reformers lurking down here. Hang on, I'll let you see them. There they are. Aren't they cute? And they have in them G12M Greenback there, a G12M-65 Creamback in the middle, and, confusingly, a G12-65 Heritage, which is a different speaker to the Creamback.
Yes. Yeah, that is confusing actually.
It's really confusing. I think the G12-65 Heritage predates... No, actually I don't know.
I know these are from the 60s. I know lots of people love to use them in the 60s, but when the Cream was around I actually have no idea.
I'm so confused because I think what it says on the Celestion website about the history doesn't actually ring true. I think there's quite a lot of marketing spiel.
Okay.
Whatever.
They're three drivers and they all
They're
sound
great speakers.
Yeah, they are.
We feel they are quite similar, so we thought we'd investigate them because we've got quite a lot of customers asking about certain sorts of combinations. So if you're interested in buying a Barefaced cab and you're not sure what speaker to have in it, email us, and if we don't know, we'll make a video, and we'll keep making videos until we suss it out, because there are so many different combinations, we don't really know what to look at. We've tried stuff.
But we just have to try.
Yeah, have to try it. So if you're curious, it's quite nice for someone to email and say, I'm interested in buying this, but is it this or the other?
We'll play them.
We'll try them. We'll make a video, so it helps us to know what to do.
Did you say a lot of people ask about the 65 Creamback? Seems quite popular.
The 65 Creamback, the M Creamback, is very popular.
Right, it's lovely. It's really nice.
The 65 Heritage is a speaker I don't know very well at all, but it's one you use.
I've had it in my Uprising for 3 years now.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I was just having a little play. I don't think it would be for me on its own, but I have it with a V30, which fills in some of the gaps that that's a whole other thing.
Well, this is the other thing. So we'll try them on their own, head-to-head. We'll try some others head-to-head, and we'll try some mixed speakers. And as soon as we get to mixed speakers, it starts to get really complicated, which is why it helps to have you guys saying, I want to know, for this sort of context, I'm in this sort of band, I'm using this sort of gear, and we can narrow it down.
What music do you make? That's ultimately what matters.
These are not the sort of videos that we're expecting to get 1 million views. These are the sort of videos that let you guys know we exist, and let you guys know we know what we're talking about, and let us share the knowledge on speakers, audio.
And if we don't, we'll play them and find out.
If you're new here, go and look at the other videos we've made. But basically, there's demos of Barefaced gear. There's demos of both guitar and bass gear. There's demos of speakers within that, so they've got all those different options. And there's quite a lot of me putting out information. I'm not going to say opinion. There'll be some opinion. There'll be a mix of opinion and useful academic knowledge as how it applies to music and sound and stuff like that. So Lewie is going to play the guitar and I'm going to stop talking.
Right, Greenback first. Green, Cream, Heritage. That's rough.
We've got a large diaphragm condenser down there, so we're not close micing because we want you to hear what the speaker sounds like, not what a little bit of the speaker that a close mic is hearing sounds like.
Here we are. Aren't they all amazing?
Yeah, they're really nice.
I really like all three of these. Especially the cream, I can see why it's so popular.
This is why it's very popular.
It's
and in
so
fact,
good.
the G12M-65 Creamback is the speaker that quite a lot of really nice boutique valve amp makers, tube amp makers fit in their combos and their matching cabs.
Right, okay.
So it's the one, is it the one that Fuchs put in their cabs?
Good question, I don't know the answer to.
I've suddenly forgotten, because we get emails from people who play really nice. There's a real mix of customers, but we've definitely got quite a lot of customers who play really, really expensive valve amps, expensive handmade point-to-point tube amps from these, you know, like Two Rock and
Two Rock, the big
Fuchs.
one, Fuchs.
What's that big American one? I've suddenly forgotten all the names of these.
There's Bogner,
Yeah.
the big one.
But anyway, lots of nice valve amps.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of the matching cabs have G12M-65 Creambacks.
It's full. It's really full-bodied and big. Maybe that's why.
And I think with a really good valve amp, there's so much clarity and detail that you don't need to make up for a speaker. You can have a mellower speaker that's kind of richer, but if you put it on a cheaper amp, it might sound muddy.
Yes, okay.
You can get away with that.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a mistake, something that people don't seem to realise about valve amps versus solid state amps is valve amps, although they're not as clean, generally, they're often clearer.
For sure.
Particularly because a part of this is to do with the impedance load of a speaker, that a speaker has rising impedance at high frequencies, which means that with a voltage source, like a solid state amp, the top end tends to roll off more, whilst with a current source, because you've got a transformer and a tube amp, the frequency response stays stronger, higher up. So you get the detail.
Okay.
But what I'm hearing is that this has the most top end.
100%.
And then
but it's all thin.
There's a bigger step from that to that in terms of top end, and then a smaller step from that to that.
Do you think that has more top end?
No, that's got the least top end.
Yeah.
But that is closer to that.
It is.
So the Heritage is closer to the Creamback than the Creamback is to the Greenback.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not doing the Creamback H today, or right now.
The 75?
Yeah, the 75.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
That's a different thing. It's way more aggro.
It is, yeah. These are all like mellow ballpark.
When you got the drive on, that sounded the cleanest and smoothest, and that sounded the dirtiest, and that was somewhere in between.
That makes me think like Slashly tone. I mean, that's the one that you get in Marshall 412s, I think, right? The Greenback, because then you have 4 of them, 100 watt.
In the older 412s,
right? Yeah.
It was, but not in the really common 412s. They've often got much more generic speakers. I think they got 75s sometimes. Not Creamback 75s.
There's so many Celestions drivers.
None of the names make sense, but I think it's because Celestion has a lot of history. It's been making guitar speakers for 70 years, and it's been making speakers for 100 years. Hence their new model, the Celestion 100.
Which is not 100 watts, yes.
No.
Which is confusing. Yeah, that is confusing, isn't
We haven't heard one yet. So what I'm hearing, we're hearing more detail.
Yeah.
Fatter, richer, mellower.
That's huge.
Smoother, cleaner?
I'm going to do some tube screamer just through these two.
Yes.
Just like literally a couple of licks. Like, what am I at the moment? That one?
Yeah, you're on the Heritage. More bite.
Yeah, but it's more body as well, I think. It's warmer at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a strange one.
Tighter. Tight.
Yeah, it's
tight,
true.
Smooth.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. I want to hear some heavier dirt.
I was going to say,
more dirt, because I'm curious, because I've noticed speakers with less top end often like really dirty sounds.
Well, let's go on to the fuzz then and see what happens. Should we start where we want to go from the Heritage? Yeah.
Just double checking. Yeah, the low cut filters are off on everything. Just want to absolutely make certain.
It looks like that one's on, but it's upside down.
It's upside down. I can see that. Yeah. So, yeah, just if you're new here, our cabs are a bit different. Actually, I'll grab this one here.
It's heavy.
Which weighs a ton. They have the AVD at the back, which lets sound out in the mid and high frequencies and spreads it around the room, and lets low end out like a ported speaker, and basically just gives you the output from both sides of the cone, more output, bigger sound, and if the bigness is too much for you, there's a low cut filter to reduce the lows. Do you use that much?
I've used it twice.
Yeah.
I was always like, oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to need this, and then the time that I did, it saved my life.
Yeah.
If you're in a really boomy room, it like completely just, it sorted it out. It was amazing.
Yeah. So it's
But
it's
I've
a problem
used it a
solver.
few times. Yeah, totally.
Um,
That was awesome with the green. I thought that was too big there. That was too warm, and I mean it was cool, but I think in context of a mix,
yeah.
that the green worked better with that.
What I noticed was this was the tightest by a mile.
It is tight, isn't it? It's
tight.
fast. It's really
it's
fast.
Really, yeah. There's no boom and rumble. It's got less low end.
Yep.
This had the biggest sound,
100%.
and this was the loudest.
Yeah, easy.
Which just goes to show that, you know, they claim, again, sensitivity numbers. It's one number to represent a whole graph of sensitivity. It doesn't make a lot of sense. That's definitely louder than that.
Absolutely.
With most guitar sounds.
Yep.
All guitar sounds we've found.
Yeah.
It's substantially louder with the muff.
Oh yeah.
Then again, it doesn't make much difference in the real world because you just turn your amp a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Because it's not huge, is it?
No.
It's enough to notice.
But it's enough that it's, if one's 97, the other one is maybe 98 or 96. You know, there's at least a dB in it. That was the least tight, I thought, in the lows.
Least tight.
Yeah, I think that had the least lows and was the tightest. That had the most lows.
Yeah.
That didn't have as much low end, the Greenback.
No, that's a lead thing for me.
But was woollier and looser in the lows. But that makes sense.
I liked it through that though. I think it felt nice.
Oh no, it did. But if you wanted to,
like...
for that context, but imagine you were doing really tight riffing.
Yeah.
You know, more palm muty, really just trying to.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
And quick stuff, it was thrash or something.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
really
any of the
fast.
sort of modern metal, which is super tight and fast.
Yeah. Not the one.
And I mean, you wouldn't use those speakers for metal, but you know that.
It's not.
I think that's got some potential as a metal cab. Definitely. What's these? I mean, saying that, the Greenback is very similar to the EVH, and you can't not. I mean, oh god,
Is
it Van Halen metal? Pop metal?
Well, it's hard to
I
say,
don't know.
Isn't it? It's hard to say.
Jump certainly not
But
metal.
quick and tight and
Quick
rhythmical.
and tight, and yeah.
His rhythm chops are unbelievable. Well, we should do an EVM versus that. But that's a whole other thing. We'll do that.
No, you mean an EVH or an EVM? Oh, an EV.
Oh, you. Oh.
Yeah, I
said
was talking about
EVH.
Van Halen.
Oh, I
The
see.
EVH, which
Ooh,
is the
okay.
lower wattage version
Of the green.
of the Greenback.
Is it lower? Is it?
Yes.
My God.
Yeah, so that's 25.
Yeah.
That's 65, 65.
Okay. Should we do some rap?
Yes.
I'm gonna do some really boring chords, but it will show off what they're doing. That's horrendously loud. I love it so
Yeah.
much.
So the thing I noticed really, this is definitely the woolliest, the Creamback M.
Yep.
And it went kind of blurry, and there's a lot of mids in that kind of boomy lower mid.
With that pedal specifically, the Rat, that was a little bit, it lost its definition, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it really did. The Greenback,
Yeah.
suddenly it felt like someone had stuck an extra fuzz on top on the very top end when it came in, and I was like, oh, I don't like that.
No.
No, I mean, it's that sort of guitar sound where it does fill a mix, but...
I think it'd be good for some lead stuff, I think, if you...
Yeah.
in the right context. That's an all-rounder.
That was just... The Heritage was very, very good with
It's
the Rats.
articulate,
It's really good with dirt.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and clean as well. That fast tight thing that you keep hearing. It's the same with clean, obviously. Like, you know, some funky stuff.
Have we got any... Can we go chuggier, heavier?
Chuggier.
Yeah. Interesting, the extra top end that's got works well with the metally stuff.
Yeah, it does. I really like it.
Yeah. The Creamback M is just no.
It's
No.
not the one for that, is
right.
it?
No metal.
No.
No metal through
Nothing
that
super
speaker.
distorted either. I think even rock. You
No.
know, super.
You've got
rock tones.
there's a point.
Yeah.
Yes. It's great. It's very effective, isn't it?
It is. Although in another video, like a green, those two together maybe would do that thing. You can mix forever, can't you? We'll have a look at
Well,
that.
this is the start of our investigations into the Heritage.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I want to find out more because obviously there's the choosing the right speaker for a reformer or a usurper. That's our wider 112. Or if you want a really wide 112, we can do it in the Radical, which is the bigger cab,
We don't have any.
which is Marshall head width, which is normally a 212.
Is the usurper not quite that wide?
No, they're so wide that
They are massive, aren't they?
Marshall heads. We've got one lurking down there. That's why I'm pointing at it. We've got a 412 here, so we're going to be doing some stuff with that.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. You're right.
Not our 412 because occasionally someone says, "Can you make me a 412?" And then we say, "Do you?"
Not really the point of.
No, you don't.
Why-
you don't
why we
need
make
one
cabs.
anymore. We've got PA systems
Yeah.
basically.
Can hear yourself now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. We'll be back. Let us know what you'd like to
Yeah.
hear more of, and if you are keen on buying something from us and you're not sure what to get, email us on the interweb, and we'll do a video. And hopefully we'll get quicker at doing it because someone did ask us for a video about this sort of stuff.
Did they?
in,
Okay.
Yeah, in December. But then I couldn't find the email he'd sent. I couldn't remember which speakers he wanted to try. So now he then emailed us and reminded us. So we're going to work our way through to his bits because there's quite a lot of different things to compare. Heritages and anniversaries and
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Creamback M's and Creamback H's. So
Cool.
we'll work it out.
Away
We
go.
will be back. See you next time.
Bye.
Oh yes, that's us from Barefaced. 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 Do the barefaced. Buy the barefaced.